if you're someone who's out of school or college or from an entirely different field and gets fascinated by a cabin crew job but has no idea how to become one, then this video is for you. Hi everyone and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Twinkle and I'm an ex-crew who was flying for airlines like Kingfisher and Qatar Airways for past 10 years, and now I'm here sharing my knowledge and experience to help you achieve your dream job of becoming a cabin crew. This video is especially for beginners and all those people who have absolutely no idea on how to get started, where to apply, where to literally start from to become a cabin crew. In this video, I'm going to tell you how, by following these 3 simple steps, you can apply for any airline to become a cabin crew. So let's get into the video. But before that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button, and if you like the kind of videos I make, then hit the like button and share this video with as many people as you can, because it motivates me to make more videos. Now let's get started and talk about the step number 1. Now the first step to becoming a cabin crew is to doing your research and finding out the entry requirements, which is also known as eligibility criteria. So the eligibility criteria or entry requirements for an airline differs. They can be different for a domestic airline and they can be different for an international airline. And how you're going to know it is by getting to search their eligibility criteria on their official website. So the first step is to go to the official website of the airline that you're aiming for. Check their eligibility criteria. For example, I'm going to talk about Qatar Airways here. Now, if you look at the eligibility criteria of Qatar Airways, you can see that the age that they require is 21. So if you're someone who's not attained the age of 21, you are not eligible to apply for this airline at the moment. Also, if you check about the reach, the height requirement, which says hand reach of 212 centimeters, it does not really give you a height criteria. It just means that you should be able to touch the mark, which actually the recruiters are going to do in one of the rounds, that you should be able to touch a mark which will be placed at a height of 212 cm. If you're able to touch that you will be eligible to go further in the other rounds. It does not say that if you are 5'6", 5'3", 5'4", you're not eligible. What they ask for is a hand reach. So you are in any case eligible to apply for this airline. Similarly, some airlines require you to have a passport on the date of application. So make sure that you have a passport on the day of application so that you're not rejected on day 1. So these are the kinds of eligibility entry requirements that are absolutely necessary to be fulfilled by you. So if you think that the eligibility criteria of an airline is not fulfilled by you as a candidate, please go ahead and apply for another airline, because this airline at the moment is not for you. Look for the airline whose eligibility criteria works for you. Once you know that you are suitable for a particular airline and you fulfill the entry requirements, or what you say is eligibility criteria for an airline, go ahead and apply for it. Now there can be 3 ways of applying. Either you apply online and go for the video interview, or you go for the open day, which is you can directly walk in with all your documents and resume and give it a shot, or you can go for an invite-only assessment, for which you mandatorily need to apply online and wait for an email with an application ID. You need to carry that application ID to that invite-only assessment, because that guarantees you that you've been invited, you've been selected and invited to that assessment day. So make sure you do this to start your application process and going for an interview in an airline. The second step is the desirable requirements. Now these are the requirements that the airline is looking for but may not be necessarily mentioned in the requirements category of the airline. Things like previous experience in airlines, ability to swim, hospitality or tourism experience, or knowing a second language can be a plus point. Joining an institute or a training school can be a plus for yourself, but it does not make you a better candidate or gives you any preference, as it is not a requirement by the airline. Similarly, a second language is also a plus only in case it is required by the airline. So work on these things. Work on your communication skills, your skin, your physical fitness, your interpersonal skills, your personality, your mindset, and do your research about the airline and things that you need to work on. All these things help you clear the cabin crew interview. These are the requirements of the airline which are actually hidden, but these are the things that the airlines are looking for. Last step is to prepare and practice. Prepare yourself a good resume. But make sure if you are submitting it online to prepare an ATS proof resume, or if the company requires a cover letter, make sure you go ahead and give that as well. Apart from that, make sure that you prepare all your documents and all the forms, paperwork that you're supposed to submit on day one, which usually are either your education qualification certificates, or your photographs, a copy of your resume, passport copy in case of international airline. Once you're done with the eligibility criteria, you've prepared for your documents, your resume is done, you have researched your role, and you're very confident to go ahead with the interview, make sure you be on time and give your best shot in the interview. Once you clear the interview, the airline is going to guide you on all the process, medical tests, and all the things that need to be performed before you start your cabin crew training. Once you clear the cabin crew training, you're all set to fly and enjoy your life as a cabin crew. Yes, that's how easy it is. It might not be as easy as it sounds, but this is all that you need to do to become a cabin crew in an airline. If you have any questions apart from this process on how to become a cabin crew, and you need any assistance, you can put it down in the comment section below, and I will see you in my next video. Before that, if you found this video helpful, do not forget to give it a like and share it with your friends. I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.